Guys, so we're gonna make some egg rolls. So I'm gonna make chicken egg rolls. I'm also gonna make some Southwest style egg rolls for Sid because he doesn't eat so I'm gonna use the vegetables is what I was getting at. So what you'll need is onion, some egg roll wrappers, one scrambled egg. I buy the coleslaw. It comes in, just in a bag, and this is all the good vegetables that need to go into yours outside with some onion. I have some sriracha, I have some ginger, some garlic, a little poultry seasoning because, ground chicken can be a little bland, and I find that poultry seasoning kind of helps the taste of it. So I'm going to start chopping up my onion, get all of my stuff going, and then once I get everything and then getting ready to go into the pan, I'll bring it back. Okay, we're gonna start cutting up my onion, just because I'm so excited that I get to use onion. So let's get our pan on. Put it about medium. We're going to add a little bit of olive oil. Let that warm, let that start getting warm. Now I'm using a little bit of a deeper skillet because the coleslaw will be really big when you first put it in there, but then it's going to cook down. So we need something to big enough so that we can put a lid on to steam out the vegetables. So I'm going to let this get warm and continue to cut up my onion here, and then we'll get that start cooking that down in the oil, and then we'll start getting our meat and put it in the pan. Just got things moving all around. Yeah, I just cut my finger on the tin foil in my drawer over there, so I am trying to be a little bit careful here because what I don't need is to cut my finger again. Alright, we don't need a whole lot. I'm just making enough for myself because I'm going to make Sid's some different kind of egg rolls, but wanted to show you some of the traditional ones that I like to eat. So what I do is I'll make a bunch and then I'll put in a freezer bag. I'll put like four in a freezer bag and put them in the freezer. That way they're all ready, and all I have to do is just simply pop them out and pop them in the fryer. It's a lot to cook to do it fresh every time, so you can just make a bunch and then put them in the freezer and pop them out when you're ready for a snack. Okay, so we're getting this going here. Let's see. Stir these around. We're just going to let them get till they're translucent, and then my hair's a mess today. So then we'll add the garlic and the ginger because it will burn if we put them in at the same time as the onion. So I'm going to let this cook down just until it gets the onions look translucent, and then I'll add in the ginger and the garlic, some of the other, and we'll get the meat in here and get that soaking up some of this wonderful. It smells really good. So excited I get to use onions. Who'd have thought? So I buy the ginger and the garlic because I don't use it that often, but I buy it in the already cut from the produce section because I don't use it very often now. I use a lot of fresh garlic, but I found for this that sometimes it tastes mixed better with the chicken if you use it already minced. And I don't have time to stand and mince it myself, so we're just going to get this in here. We're going to stir this around a little bit, and then turn the heat down. I'm going to add my chicken in pretty quickly, pull it off. So it's just a pound of ground chicken, and I'm going to brown this up and let all these flavors get real happy in here. And then I'll bring you back and we'll start seasoning everything up, okay? Okay, so our chicken is nice and all cooked through with the ginger and the onion. I'm going to add some salt and pepper. I have 2 cups of hot chicken stock we're going to use here in a few minutes. So let's just get some salt in here. The chicken broth has some salt in it too, so we're going to be easy on the salt. I did already add in the poultry seasoning. I was about to salt it again. Okay, so just give it a good seasoning of black pepper, ginger, garlic, onions, salt, pepper, a little poultry seasoning, and then we're going to open our, so also you're gonna need 2 cups of chicken broth, which I have used the green lid to make my chicken broth because I didn't have any on hand to use it all during the holidays. So we're just gonna dump in the entire bag of coleslaw. It looks like a lot, but believe me, in a few minutes when you open it up again, it's gonna be about half as much. So we put that in there. We're not even gonna stir it at this point. We're gonna pour in all of the chicken stock. Try to get this all around. Okay. And then you're just gonna put the lid on. It's gotta be a tight fitting lid. So we're just gonna put the lid on, leave it at medium, just let it cook until, oh, I'm sorry, it's so dark in here. I don't know, all the lights are on, I don't know what's going on, but so we're just gonna let these vegetables cook down for a few minutes. I'll show you what it looks like, and we'll give it a stir, and then we'll get making some egg rolls. Okay, so while we're waiting for the vegetables, I've got my egg roll wrappers here. I put them on a clean kitchen towel and then fold it over so that they stay moist, or they'll dry out as you build your egg rolls. We have the beaten egg. This will be our glue to seal up the egg rolls. And obviously, Green Bay just got another touchdown. We're really excited about Green Bay today. Apparently, we don't want to play the Giants again. So I'm just going to take my lid off here for a minute and give it a quick stir around since the vegetables are being a little further down. And it's going to look like a lot of liquid, but we'll take the lid off and we'll cook out some of the liquid when it's done. So we just needed a lot of liquid in here to make the steam so that we could steam out these vegetables, make them real tender and glorious, so it will taste yummy inside of our egg roll. Now I did get this one with the purple cabbage in here, and I don't usually do that, but I didn't have the kind that I usually get, which is just the cabbage and the cabbage and the carrots. So anyway, I'm gonna let this cook continue until all of the veggies are real super tender and soft. And I just keep getting an area. My fryer is heating up to 375 right here on the counter, so we'll be cooking up some of these just to give you a show how the process works and what they look like, and then maybe I'll share the other ones I'm going to make for Sid later. Be right back. Okay, so my vegetables are really tender, but it is a little soupy, so now I'm going to let this simmer with the lid off and let some of that liquid start evaporating. So I'm just going to continue to let this get happy over here. It smells delicious. Now you could put sriracha, or you can put anything in an egg roll. Anything you can roll in there. I mean, I've seen people put steak and cheese. I've seen people make a Philly cheesesteak egg roll. I did Thanksgiving one year. I put turkey stuffing with a little bit of turkey gravy. Rolled it up in an egg roll. It was great. We used some of the leftovers. Ham and cheese. You know, anything like you could get in a Hot Pocket, you could put in an egg roll, and then you can have them in your freezer, or you could just make them for a party. I think like a teriyaki kind of stir fry stuff will be good in an egg roll. So what I'm going to do later for Sid is we're making some steaks for dinner and some lobster. These steaks are humongous, so I'm going to take a little bit of the meat from the steak. I'm going to chop it up, kind of fry it up like this, put it with some refried beans and some steak and cheese, and roll them up, make kind of a Southwest egg roll. So just gonna experiment, play with it, put whatever you want in it. Once you know the process, it's just real easy. But this is like a traditional you get at a Chinese restaurant type of egg roll with the vegetables and chicken meat. Super yummy. Made this a few times. First time I videotaped it though. All right, so I'm just gonna let this cook out some of the fluids, and then when my filling is drier and a lot more of the liquid's gone, I'll bring it back in. It's got to let it cool off a little bit so we can handle it with the egg roll wrappers. So I'll see you then. It's good. So the liquid is, I'm being patient with it, but I did have to sneak some out so I could taste it just for the seasoning in it. Make sure enough salt and everything. Tastes awesome. So like I said, you could put some sriracha in here, and you could put some other kind of Asian vegetables or anything you want. I happen to like this. So it was really good. I'm trying to wait for it to cool, another bite to cool off because I just burnt my mouth with it a minute ago. Look, so yummy. So yummy. Okay, well, I'm going to bore you with some more conversation, but I'll be back in a little bit. Minute. Okay, so I am now straining out any of the liquid that may be still left in here. We did cook a lot of it out, but we don't need wet filling. So push it into the strainer, push it down a little force. Just get all the goodness out of here, and then we'll get it. We'll start filling our egg rolls if I don't make a mess first. All right, bye. Okay, so moved over here so we have a little more room and light. So here's our drained filling. So yummy. Got our egg yolk. Already made one. So in my towel here, let me put it over here so you can kind of see. In my towel here, I have my egg roll wrappers so they don't get dried out. I'm gonna put it like the diamond shape. Get a couple good spoonfuls of the filling. I'm gonna tuck it all together here towards one corner. It's still really hot. So we're gonna take this over and pull back. And we're gonna take a little hard glue here and here. Go all the way. Let me get this all the way up here, all the way up there. So you want to fold these over so that this crease right here is all the way over into the things, so there's no openings. And then tuck everything in nice, and you're just gonna roll it all the way up. I have an egg roll. So, got about, do a couple more for you. So in a diamond, these freeze great. So you don't cook them first. You just put them just like this. Just make sure they're cooled off. Put them in like a freezer bag, and just pull them out whenever you have company over. You just don't feel like cooking. It's good to have one. Okay. So we're gonna pull this, pull it back, get our glue. You're watching the replay before the rest of the world, and you sit over there, his knee looks down. I would agree with you, and then the question is he okay? The ruling in the field is scored progress at the 30-yard line. The runner was then driven back and lost the ball, but it was already blown down for forward progress. And either way, when that hockey is it's another egg roll. So I'm just going to continue to make some more egg rolls, and then I'll show you when we get them fried. 375 degrees. It's already ready to go. If you do freeze them, let them sit out for about an hour before you fry them, because you want them to be a little bit thaw, but they will still cook through, and then in the deep fryer. So maybe make a couple more, and then show you what they look like when you cook them. Okay, so I've already put two in the fryer here, so they're already starting to cook them. So I just wanted to grab some paper towel here. So they cook really super fast, and you probably have to flip them over a few times. But when you put them in your fryer, they should float. If they're on the bottom, shake your little fryer. If you have a basket fryer, if you're going to fry these in a pan, a really thick, heavy pot, or a cast iron skillet, both of those would be great ways to how good they look. You're going to cook them till they're nice and golden brown. Just keep turning them over. And then there's, of course, going to be on the side that you want to cook it. So a little bit more. So anyway, these are so yummy. It's just a great little snack. This is what I'm going to eat for dinner. I'm making steak and lobster for Sid. So no. This one's good. Just like let some of the oil, and then you're going to put it on a paper towel to let the rest of the oil come off it. So we're going to take the other one out. I usually like to cook two at a time. I don't want to cool the oil down too much because I take it Green Bay got another touchdown. So we're going to drop these in the basket, always going away from me. So if any grease does splash, it splashes on the other side. So I'll drop my basket back down. Give it a little help to make sure those egg rolls are floated to the top. And there they come. So Sorry I don't have a better camera to show you inside the fryer, but you can get the point. So you're just going to continue to work them around and turn them and you know, flip, once they're on the paper towel, flip them over after a minute or so, just so that you get the grease off of both sides. The hotter your oil is, the less grease gets inside the vehicle. So we want it sealed up real good. That's why we use the egg for the glue. So if they take maybe a minute to cook too, so I just told you like how quick of a snack you could have. It takes longer to heat up the fryer than it does to cook them. So you just turn it on, let them sit out. You can even bake these in the oven if you don't want to fry them. I like them fried, but you could easily bake them in the oven. So those of you who voted for egg roll video last night, here you go. Yummy egg rolls. I'll cut one up for you here in just a second. Last one, I'm just going to put it in there. Okay, so I just going to do 5 here. Again, push it around so it floats. Yummy, can't wait. I was already eating the filling, it's good by itself. Let me cut these open for you.
Then give you an unrealistic timeline. I'm not agreements. My wife is understand what you're saying.
As for questioning every move.
Okay, well, I'll need your house and shades and strips. Wouldn't it be great if
Check out the inside.
simply meant the City Double Cash Card does? It gives you more double cash back, 100% and 1% shipping.
There you go. Just answer it. Alright, so there you go. Yummy.
Hello.
Okay guys, sorry about that. My daddy called from Seattle telling me grandma's in the hospital. So to tell me that the good news is she has the flu and she's doing pretty good. She's 96 and all the cylinders are firing. She's just as smart aleck and ornery as she's always been, so that's good to hear. So here's our finished product, our egg rolls. Here's a good look at the inside. They are yummy and delicious. And they're really good. They're very good. I'm gonna make them. I don't think you really need the ingredients, but I'll put them in the description. Just the basics, but you tweak it to whatever what you would like in it. So I will have my ceviche video posted later. Also, it's still in the oven. I mean, in the fridge right now, cooking in its citrus juice. And then I'm gonna start on my lobsters and steaks. So finish up all the rest of this filling. Get my egg rolls in the freezer and talk to you guys later. Cheers.